we streaming?
We are streaming.
You can't see me at all.
Hi guys.
Where am I? There, howdy, gamers. I'm Francis.
Hey son, I'm Eli, and we're Cowboy Gaming. Here, halfway through Dragon Age Origins.
We're starting Dragon Age Origins in the middle.
No, we already started playing this, and we got
twice.
Yes, twice. And we
2.5 times
far,
actually.
But we had a few requests saying that
Two.
we should. A few, yes.
2.
A number of requests.
That's all it takes for you to give your opinion, guys. If you want us to do something, just say something.
I mean, if you are a single person and are one of our viewers,
if you show up and ask us to do
like,
something, we'll probably do it because you'll
like
have
20%.
100% of the vote.
Yeah, you're like 20% of our entire viewership, you. So, yeah, you.
Your vote matters.
So, yeah. I'm not gonna log in.
You can't.
You cannot possibly log in anymore. It's not a thing.
Sorry.
You should be.
So, Eli, why don't you give us a very, very, very long recap on exactly what the hell's happening in the game, because I don't remember, because it's now been maybe like 2 weeks since we've...
Yeah, it's been a little while since we've been playing. I've been working a lot.
11 days in a row.
Yeah.
Check out this stud over here. Look at her. Look at her. Doesn't even break a sweat. He's like, oh, 11 days, whatever. Let's play some Dragon Age. Beep, bop, boop, boop, boop.
I had a day off yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
It didn't feel like it.
Yesterday was my day off.
I don't remember.
My one day off.
Did we play a video game?
Yeah.
Were we here yesterday?
Yes, we were.
See, there you go.
We
I don't even
Dragon
remember.
Age 2 yesterday. That's what we did. Alrighty. So, hi. This is me.
Which one?
The front elf.
Which elf?
The white-haired elf.
Oh, okay. Not the other elf who looks exactly like you.
Not the other elf with my exact armor and hairstyle and build. No, I'm the white-haired one with the face tattoos. I am not.
The other elf has face tattoos as well.
Well, with more face tattoos. I am not in fact Dalish, even though I look Dalish. I'm actually just a city elf.
You're a poser.
I'm a city elf.
You're a hipster. You don't even remember.
I don't remember what
we don't remember anything.
City's called.
Be prepared for a lot of I don't remember.
Amaranthine.
I don't remember our name. I don't remember anyone's name except for Tekron and Morgan.
Let me check with them.
There's the Amaranthine Ocean.
Microphone's doing. Okay, microphone's doing well.
Oh, good thing we're talking to you guys. Hi.
No, we were already talking. I just wanted to make sure that I could be heard.
Oh, but see? There you are. There you are. Told you.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you don't believe me, but...
But yeah, so... I don't remember my name. I'm the default elf name.
Which angers me a little bit. I don't know why you wouldn't pick a name. You'll sit there and spend 45 minutes making your elf, and you won't give him a name.
Well, I thought Darian was a pretty good name, even though I didn't remember it clearly just now. Darian is a pretty cool name.
But why wouldn't you just name him like Bob? Bob the elf.
Nah, I like Darian.
Bob the elf.
So Darian is the city elf from Amaranthine, which means that the game started on his wedding day, an arranged marriage with another city elf from another
whose name we don't remember.
City. Don't recall at all.
Don't even remember her hair color, her eye color, what she
was
looked
blonde.
like.
I think she was blonde.
I don't know.
I've just decided in universe that the reason I have face tattoos is because I'm a total poser. So we had never seen the outside world outside of the alienage in Amaranthine. We'd like never even been outside the alienage. And on my wedding day, these nobles came in and like ruined
You know
everything.
what, sweetheart? I am falling asleep, so how about I go get you a cup of coffee?
That's very logical, yes.
Of course, I can't drink coffee, so I'm going to go get my wife a cup of coffee, put the Chinese food away. I will be back in probably 15 to 20 minutes after she finishes her long, exciting story that we don't remember.
So exciting.
Love you.
Check my quests.
Sorry, Bella. You can't go. Don't stop talking because I'm not here.
I'm just looking at my quests. Was it Amaranthine or was it...
I don't know. I don't remember anything. I remember Tekron.
Oh, that's Lothering.
And Sandal. He's here.
Sandal's here, yes. And
that's about it. Oh, and you killing those poor defenseless idiots on the bridge. We'll talk about that later.
So yes, the alienage Duncan, who is a Grey Warden recruiter, showed up at the alienage looking for me, I think, because he once tried to recruit my mother, but it was convinced not to. We rescued our fiancé. I think only one of the kidnapped elf women died. So that happened. We went to Ostagar, and in Ostagar we met with... Why is it hiccuping like that? That's weird. In Ostagar we met with Beyond Duncan. Hang on. There we go. Ostagar. Yes. We met with Alistair. I love Alistair. He's so cute. I got a hound. I got a Mabari hound. And I got the sorter out of the cage. We got the Darkspawn blood. We got the treaties. We went to the strategy meeting after the joining. And we lit the beacon at the Tower of Ishal, where the king was slaughtered, betrayed by the other guy. Oh, I don't remember his name at all. And now he's taken over as ruler because he's the father of the previous king, King Kaelin's wife, so like the queen. He's the father of the queen, so now he's the ruler of Ferelden. And yeah, Redcliffe. Alright, we went to the Brazilian forest, and right, that was later. We went to Korcari Wilds first. And we'll go back to the Korcari Wilds later, apparently. So we got Morrigan, and we went to... After that we went to Redcliffe. We took care of the siege. And in Redcliffe there was the kid whose name I don't remember. I don't remember anyone's name. But there was a kid who had drawn the demons to him, and he became kind of possessed or whatever. And then his mother was like, I'll sacrifice myself to save him. And then she did. So she's dead. Lady Redcliffe, whatever her name was, is dead. But the kid's okay. And I think everyone else is okay. And we're still trying to figure out how to wake up the Baron. His name I can't remember. Sorry, Alistair. And And then we went to Ostagar. No, we went to Lothering. We went to Lothering. We released Sten from his cage. And I guess we missed the identity of a Templar. Then we went to the Brazilian forest and we met the Dalish. And found out that there's a curse turning some of the Dalish elves and the humans into werewolves, because a long, like 1,000 years ago, the local humans in that area kidnapped, raped, and killed the then leader of the local Dalish tribe, I guess. Well, not local, because they wander. I don't remember his name. He cursed them anyway, calling down a forest spirit, or bringing into existence a forest spirit, to curse that village of humans and turn them into werewolves because of what they did. But now it's backfired because the lycanthropy was spreading to the same Dalish tribe like 1,000 years in the future from when the curse was like now. But we went into the woods and we spoke to the werewolves and we spoke to the lady of the forest, and we brought Elfgar back, and he broke the curse by sacrificing himself, and now the curse is broken and his first has taken over as the leader of that tribe. And that's where we are now, basically. We got Alistair, we got Zevran. How can I forget Zevran? So we met Zevran, we recruited Zevran. We are flirting really hard with Zevran. Can I bring up? Yeah, so we're pretty far ahead with him already. Alistair doesn't like us at all, which I'm sad because he's cute. And Morgan is fairly neutral, leaning a little bit towards not really liking us much. Then we have Sten, who really doesn't like us either, even though we let him out of his cage. And then we have Liliana. Yeah, we got Liliana as well. Liliana. However you say her name, we have her. And have not really done much with her beyond that. We ran into Sandal and his dad. And we're currently on... Oh yeah, we need to still find the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Look at the Chantry Scholar Brothers in TV in Denerim. Oh yeah, so we do have to get to Denerim. And we do have to get to the Mage Tower. And then we have to see the dwarves. So those are the things we have not yet done. Connor! Is Connor the... Yeah, Connor was the kid. So that's what we're still doing. We're still trying to gather up our army and call upon... Ooh. Nice. We're trying to call upon the forces that were promised to the Grey Wardens like a really long time ago from the different peoples. So the Grey Wardens had some I guess basically contracts with a whole bunch of different people So the dwarves and the Dalish and the humans all signed a contract saying that if help was needed, they would come and help the Grey Wardens. And that's what we're trying to do now, because the Grey Wardens were all wiped out, except for me and Alistair. So we are the only Grey Wardens remaining in Ferelden. Possibly in all of like the Free Marshes as well. Because of the battle where we were betrayed. We fought a battle against the Darkspawn, and the Darkspawn decimated us. Because King Kaelin's advisor, by the name of... Loghain! Loghain, you jerk face. Yeah, Loghain betrayed King Kaelin. King Kaelin was a bit of a bimbo. Anyway, but Loghain also screwed us over, so that's not fun. And now the Grey Wardens are wanted for betraying the king and the kingdom. Alright, let's, can we head out this way? Let's just go into the, oh, hi, here, Hylia.
I understand we will be joining you in battle as soon as the hunters have recovered. I look forward to it.
Thank you. Just heading back in.
One thing I do not understand, Alistair.
Just the one thing.
About you, perhaps. Why the deception over your parentage?
I'd figure you'd be the sort who knows all about deception.
I do. And what use the deception might have had ended when King Kaelin perished, did it not?
Maybe. I guess I was sort of hoping that would go away.
The truth does not go away.
I didn't say it was a good plan.
They're so cute. I love having Morrigan and Alistair in the same party because they argue a lot and it's really cute. Morrigan and Sten is really fun too because she keeps hitting on him and he's just like not having any of it. But yeah, so Alistair is secretly the son. Oh, he's secretly of royal blood. Plymouth Hut, Brazilian outskirts. Brazilian ruins. So we've been to all of these places now. We can go to Denerim. We can go to Lake Calenhad and get to the Circle. We can get to the Frostback Mountains. We were already at Redcliffe, but we can't really continue in Redcliffe until we get the Sacred Ashes, I believe. So we have to get those as well. We have recruited the Dalish. So we're like, we did that. We saved Redcliffe, but we still need to save the Baron or the Lord or whatever he was. Some sort of noble. So that's another thing we still have to do. Probably go to camp first, though. Hang on, let me see that I'm not missing anything back here first. Because there were a bunch of chests that I couldn't get into before, and I'm wondering if maybe I can get them now. Full of hunters. A bunch of elf fruit that I'm never ever gonna use ever. I'm like so bad at doing the alchemy stuff and everything. I'll do it in like Kingdom Hearts.
The hunters are recovering quickly. This is a most
can
joyous
get off
day.
of that. Alright, so the hunters are recovering. That's awesome. Sarel, you got anything?
You did it, outsider. You saved us from the ravages of the curse after all.
May the creators bless you, truly.
But Zathrian is lost to us, after all these centuries. He died heroically, I hope.
Yeah.
I would like a happy ending to his tale. He will be a role model for many Dalish children to come. Now, Keeper Lanaya prepares for us to enter into war alongside the humans. I never thought I'd live to see the day.
I, for one, look forward to fighting against these darkspawn creatures.
Do you now? Let's hope you return and tell us all about them. As for you, outsider, I expect I'll be telling tales about the Grey Warden one day, hmm?
I sure hope so. Alright, cool. What do you guys got? Elf woman. And elf child. You have no... Oh, you're Sevron. Hi, Sevron. Dina.
We owe you thanks for all you've done. Without you, our clan would be grieving the loss of many more hunters now.
You don't have anything? Nothing? You don't have a name or a title or anything? This dude's just got nothing. That's really weird. Oh, did I get the thing? Oh,
What
I
is your
forgot.
desire?
No, I didn't mean to talk to you. I'm sorry. Did I get
Come
the
to
thing?
check on my Hala and I again, have you?
I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her?
Yeah,
If you
don't
do,
have
I
any
would be
skills.
grateful.
I don't have any survival skills, I don't think.
No. No, I'm sorry. She isn't calming any more around you than she is for me.
Yeah, I don't have the skills for this.
And? What do you think? I am glad you attempted it regardless. I will watch her for a while longer and see if her condition changes. I am grateful for your assistance, friend.
I'm sorry, Hala. This statue's so close to me. I thought I must be already. Why is it glittering still? I don't know. It's just glittering, I guess. There's a death root. Nice. Alright. So it doesn't look like there's a whole lot left to do in the Dalish camp right now. No. I already looked at that one. You don't have a name either. I don't think anyone uses arrows yet. No, let me take them anyway. Barathorn, I brought you your stuff. Apprentice, I don't care. It's empty already. Alrighty. Bye, hunters. So let's go ahead and head to camp. Welcome back.
Howdy.
Did you get?
175.
Thank you. Nice.
In case you were ever wondering.
How much coffee did you get in it?
It's filled up.
Oh.
So it's 16 ounces.
Oh, wow.
16 ounce refill, 175.
Sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome. I got water because I realized I was very, very thirsty.
Did you, like, run?
No. I'm very, very thirsty.
Alright, so we finished our recap. We went through... it's good coffee.
It was either that or decaf.
Yeah, I know. We went through what happened, and I think I remember most of the things. And we went through the Dalish camp. And we're gonna go camp for a bit and then we'll move along.
I don't remember the last thing we did. Oh, right, that
The
bald guy that I didn't trust.
Master.
Which I realized, ironically, in Inquisition, there's another bald elf, and I'm like, I don't like him because he's bald. That's kind of prejudice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little bit bad.
Well, I just don't understand. It just seems wasted.
Yeah, like their thing's supposed to be like beautiful hair and stuff. Babari! Are you growling at Stan?
Maybe he's talking to him?
Should I just watch that?
I say watch them.
You are a true warrior and worthy of respect.
Ah.
See? I figured they were just conversing.
Just playing. Zavon and then...
What is your desire?
I miss his voice. What is your desire?
I don't know if I have anything left to talk to him about at this point. I think I have to trigger the next scene.
All right, but I get to stare at you luridly while you do so.
Oh, okay, we can talk about the Dalish now.
Oh, fantastic. Should I look up what to say?
Yeah, just in case. I don't want to piss him off. We're so close to, like, winning him over entirely, so we're totally gonna cheat.
Yeah, sorry, that's what we have been doing, and I don't care.
Just because everyone is so fickle in this game?
Everyone is fickle in all of the games.
True.
Except for Anders. I feel
He's
like
very
Anders
straightforward.
was... Well, he's not, though. Because if you think about it, he's not straightforward at all. In terms of what his end result is.
Yeah, but, like, you can... I mean, you can pretty much... Like, okay, you have to play with him a little because he's, like, more playful, but as long as you take his side...
But if you think about it, the only reason if you're playing it and you're not us, or if you're not me, like if it was just you, I feel like, well, I guess you would have taken his side anyway, but
Yeah,
at the same time, you probably would have viewed it a little bit differently than I would have, because I was the one pushing you saying, oh no, look at his little baby eyes, they're huge, you know.
He's adorable.
But at the same time, if you just kind of set him alone and listen to his dialogue, it is sketchy. He's just as sketchy as everyone else.
Yeah.
Especially when he starts talking about poop. So it's like, you know. Anyway, what am I looking up? I'm looking up, what's his name again?
Zevran?
Zev. Immersive gameplay.
Yeah. We were asking, what's your opinion of the Dalish?
They're delicious.
You're entirely off screen, right?
Yeah. They can see my phone. You know, I just realized Evil may not be in here because she might be putting on Slappy right now.
That's cool.
Which is like a huge process. Because I know that she said when Immortal gets home, that's what she'd be doing.
That's cool.
Which I said I want a picture. So I want to see Slappy. Let me see a Slappy. I'm checking. Stop rushing me.
Nah. So how are you today?
Me?
Yes.
I'm busy. I can't read and talk to you at the same time.
Well, I am good, thank you.
I'm sleepy as fuck. I'm trying not to fall asleep right now.
I might have to make it a shorter stream now.
Maybe. Wait, where? I don't know. You know how weird it was set up before, so it's so hard to like find
You can search on the webpage, right?
What do you mean? What you mean webpage?
Well, on the browser, there's usually a search function.
Oh, fine, you just do it. I don't know.
Oh, you're using the stock browser. That doesn't have a search, I don't think.
I always use the stock browser. I like it because then I don't have to remember my passwords. Oh, I know this is so thrilling for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But at least you get to look into Tekron's eyes, which he looks a little high right now.
Yeah, he's got this sort of heavy...
He kind of looks the way I look right now, which is just like, you know, tired. But you can't even see my face. Probably for the best. It's not much to look at right now. Because I look tired. I'm just kind of like, you know. What's up, Darian? Nothing much. Still trying to save up to get Dragon Age Inquisition. Are you ever going to change that?
Nope, never.
Inquisition.
Staying.
What's Dragon Age Inquisition? It's like Dragon Age, but more inquisiting. Meanwhile, all I can see is like your knee. Like my head's in the way of the rest of you, so it's just a knee hovering. The top of a knee. I'm gonna fall asleep.
I'm trying to find it. Hang on.
I can't find it. It's not just me.
Oh, you had under... You didn't have camp open.
I don't know. There's too many categories. This game is complicated.
What's your opinion on the Dalish?
Dalish?
I know little enough of the
Daleks.
Dalish other than the fact that my mother was one.
Daleks.
Or so I was told. She had fallen in love with an elven woodcutter and accompanied him back to the city, leaving her clan behind for good. And there, of course, the woodcutter died of some filthy disease and my mother was forced into prostitution to pay off his debts. Oldest tale in the book.
That sucks.
Yeah. Sevron, that's horrible.
Is it? It seemed
So your
normal
mom's a
enough
whore?
growing up. No
That'd
different
probably
than
be
the
the
other
only
elven
thing.
boys in the whorehouse. I didn't know my mother either, of course. She died giving birth to me. My first victim, as it were. We were all
say it
raised
like
communally
that.
by the whores. It was a happy enough existence, ignoring the occasional beating. Until eventually I was sold to the crows. I brought a good price, so I hear.
I'm so sorry for you, Sevron.
You sound
That's
so
very
sincere.
kind of you to say, but it is not necessary. It could have been much worse. Shall I tell you about what happened to the other whorehouse boys who did not fetch a decent price with the crows? Surely your life has not been so idyllic. People like you and I are not the product of happy lives of contentment, after all.
Let's see. You can say that again.
My original point is that my mother's Dalish nature was always a point of fascination for me. Through all the years of my crow training, the one thing of my mother's that I possessed was a pair of gloves. They were of Dalish make,
Yeah,
I knew
you
that
gave them
much, and beautiful.
Right?
I had to keep
I think we gave him gloves, yes.
not allowed such things. Eventually, they were discovered, and I never saw them again.
Oh, we gave him the boots. I don't remember if we gave him boots or gloves.
We gave you something. No, we gave him boots. I think. No, we gave him gloves. We gave you something.
And then we wanna do, has there been no joy in your life at all?
Oh, there has been plenty. To tell the truth, it is because I expected nothing more. Still, even I eventually thought that it would be better for me if I ran off to join the famous Dalish when one of their clans drew near Antiva city. Naturally, the reality did not live up at all to the fantasies I had constructed as a boy, staring at those gloves. But such is life. Come, enough talk of the Dalish. Let us move on.
You're too cool to be Dalish.
Nice. Yes.
They probably think you talk too much.
Yeah, I don't think they like you. I like you though, you're cool.
Let's start our own tribe, called the Hot Elves that look exactly the same tribe.
It's the two of us.
With slightly different hair colors.
Okay, cool. Leliana.
I keep forgetting she exists.
I was just thinking about what happened to the elves, and I'm reminded of a song sung to me many years ago. It was when my mother died, and this wise elven woman comforted me and told me that we shouldn't fear
He doesn't
death
even look like he
or
could.
hate it. Death is just another beginning. One day, we must all shed our earthly bodies to allow our spirits to fly free.
Uh-huh.
I, for one, am in no hurry to let my spirit fly free.
It's a beautiful sentiment, I think. One that brings peace and hope
She just
to the
ignored what I
grieving.
said completely. Okay, bye.
Yeah, I think you upset her. Or is she gonna fucking sing?
I think she's gonna sing. Yeah, here she goes. Where did the music come from, Leliana?
I think she's hallucinating it. I don't really trust her. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's the same feeling I have with everybody else who's just a little too connected to religion.
Yeah.
They just make me uncomfortable, and I know that makes me kind of...
I just that.
Okay. What's the word?
Biased?
I don't know if bias is the word. It's like, I'm not saying that all religions are bad, but it certainly puts me, I guess, in a semi-biased standpoint. When someone's a little too... Yeah, exactly. Same here, Morgan. When someone's a little too religious-y at me.
Yeah.
And like right now I just said, actually I don't want to die. I'm going to sing you a song. And I'm like, okay. And
about what happens when we die.
And he's just standing here like, well, I guess I gotta stand here and listen to it. But quite frankly, I'd feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, I feel
but
a little uncomfortable.
I'd feel too awkward to walk away. And, you know, I wish I was anybody but whatever our elf's name is. Like, I know this is supposed to be like a serious scene or whatever, but I'm just saying I wish I was anybody but who we are. Because you can't walk away from this, because this, you know, she's staring right at you.
Yeah, like looking into your eyes.
And like oohing at you. Ah, and I'm like, oh my god. This lady's gonna kill me in my sleep. And there's nothing we can do. Oh, I forgot he was here.
Yeah,
I was like, who's
cooking
he?
or something.
But again, I'm admitting that I am biased. I went into Dragon Age 2 hating anybody who opposed Anders. So, and that was before we'd even play Origins. So it's like...
Thank you, Leliana. That was, something.
Moving on. Alistair, are you gonna sing to us too?
What do you think about
what
the song?
do you need?
Hey, Alistair, did you know that you're going to become a king, apparently? And we didn't know, but now we do know. But when we met you in the future, we didn't know that that was you before we had met you. But now we know that it's you. Because we now know that, but we didn't know before. Because it served no significance. So when you actually introduced yourself in the future, it was supposed to be important, but we didn't know who the fuck you were, so we didn't care. But now we know who you are when we got to the end of the game of Dragon Age 2, and then, but we were halfway through this game, we were like, oh, I guess he becomes king.
yeah, because it's like, when he shows up and it's like a whole cutscene and it leads to nothing, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, and we're like, alright, I guess he's somebody important.
He didn't give us a quest, he didn't do anything for us, he just showed up, said, hi, it's me, I'm King Alistair, bye.
Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be one of those moments like, oh, it's Alistair, whoa, cameo. We're just like, who the fuck's that guy? Moving on. That's the problem with playing games out of order, I guess. Which I still blame you. That's your fault.
Yeah, that is my fault.
You're
sorry.
like, according to my Google research, we don't really have to play Origins. It's not important. This is what my wife sounds like.
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
This is exactly what she sounds like when she's not streaming. It's not what she sounds like at all, actually. I think I ate too much Chinese food. I feel like I'm gonna barf.
That's alright. Just barf out of off screen.
I like to barf in the kitchen. It's already gross enough anyway. Ugh. I'm waiting for Evil to tell that story. Like, she's gonna show up eventually.
Yeah, sure. He was the father. Like, I don't even know if he was.
Who?
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
I should have handled it better.
The Grey Warden.
Oh, he's still talking about that guy?
Yeah,
that was like
really
2 days ago, man. Let it go.
Shouldn't have lost it. Not when so much.
Get
is
over
riding
it,
on us,
Cheese.
Not with the blight and
Cheese.
everything.
Let it go.
I'm sorry.
That was too emotional.
If you're gonna grow up to become a good ham, you gotta let it go.
You're right. This isn't really the time to mourn, is it? Not when there's so many who are still going to die unless we do
like,
something.
I still kind of feel
Mourning
like
can come later. By
they're
the time
all like
the snows
same
come,
guy.
this will all be done one way or
like,
the other.
Alistar just evolves into the good ham. Or, what's the guy's name?
Cullen?
Cullen. Alistar evolves into Cullen.
Sten.
Yeah, it's not going too well with Sten.
Sten really hates us and he won't talk to us at all.
We gave him a picture.
I am hardly surprised.
Yeah.
Very well. Speak then.
Yeah, unless we try to convert him to a religion we don't even necessarily have, then we can't do anything.
Then I suggest we move on.
We can make him go.
As you wish.
It's like the only thing we can do. Morgan. Get over here. Actually, I'll just come over to you, I guess.
Yes? If you must.
Can I talk to you about anything? Oh, you already talked to me about that. Don't just cancel on me, Morgan.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
That's abrupt.
That's really... We don't even... You don't even like us.
I don't even know your name, ma'am.
What? There's nothing to discuss. Like, what is this? There's nothing
I don't even
here.
think we're like not even really on the middle on her. I think where are we with her? I mean, maybe it's one of those things where, I don't know, you try to kiss her, she like bitch slaps you.
I hope so. We're like straight in the middle with her. Is it just because she's like she has her boobs out? So like, let me kiss you, you got your boobs out.
I kind of want to see what happens.
Alright, let me save this.
Because it's like, I mean, there's no way anything good could come of it. It's like, I thought you wanted to kiss me. We're by the fire. Oh god. Oh god. What happened? What happened?
Hang on.
What?
Hang on.
What happened?
Elgato's rebooting, I think.
Elgato. Elgato.
Did we lose power to it?
Donde estás? How could we lose power? No, we haven't touched anything.
Wiggle some cables.
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué el gato? No device. Before we lost connection, now it just says there is none. Well, that's flippin' annoying.
I just plugged it back in.
We're after a climactic moment of something possibly happening. Or not.
Yep.
Suspense!
I don't think it's doing anything. When you plug it in, it usually lights up. There you go. So it lit up this time.
It says no. Oh, okay. One moment. Well, let's give it a moment.
Why did it lose?
I don't know.
That's really weird.
We were all fine. Peaches and cream.
And then something got wiggled loose somewhere, but I don't see how that would.
The dogs are not moving. The dogs are stationary. We can't blame Otacon this time. Normally we blame Otacon because he likes to lay in nests of wires for some reason. I am wiggling as usual, but I am nowhere near wires. I'm not touching the desks. Oh, this is going fantastic.
Yeah, so it might be an issue with the USBs. So let me
We might have to put on some technical difficulties here. So, yeah, we'll be right back. Maybe, possibly, we'll see.
Yeah, but.
Yeah. Thank you guys. You're beautiful. Mage rights.
Okay. One moment.
We're
maybe
temporarily back, checking the one moment here. Well, when it says one moment, give it a moment. You're not giving it a moment. You're giving it like 3 seconds.
Yeah, but
that's not a moment. A moment's like a minute.
Before.
You're giving it like literally like 3 seconds. Let's give it a minute. It's okay.
Let's sit there for a minute.
The people who fucking watches anyway have sat here and listened to me talk about Anders' butt for like 10 minutes.
But that's an intriguing subject.
No, it's not, because you always fucking cut me off anyway. To hear you say, "Oh, I missed!" So, I mean, what difference does it make if they sit here for 1 minute and stare at the screen, saying 1 moment, please?
Yes, it makes no difference.
I mean, there's less interesting shit on YouTube and, I was going to say Twitch, I can assure you.
Let's see.
That is really weird that it just kind of went.
Boop. Yeah. The software may need to be reset. The hardware may need to be reset. The connection may be defective. Another USB device might be defective. The software may be updated. The USB port may be reset.
Maybe something happened in the background again.
Yeah, probably.
PCs love doing that. PCs. Alright, I would say we have given it a moment.
A moment? I think that was a moment.
We may have to awkwardly end this stream, which consisted of 30 minutes of you talking, I think. I don't know. I can only assume that you were talking while I was gone and not just sitting there. And
let me see if
you talking and hearing an awkward song from the lady I don't like. And
I'm trying
Sten barking at our Mabari.
I'm trying another USB port. This might work. If this doesn't work, we might just have to leave it here and be back another day.
Because this is the first time. We should also add, assuming that they can even still hear us. I don't even know. Can they still hear us?
Yeah, we still have the webcam on.
All right.
We still have
well, since you guys are possibly still listening, this is the first time that we're also using the Elgato on the Xbox 360. We've used it on the PlayStation 3, and we've had like a few up and down problems with it. Mainly the CPU, but right now our CPU is fine. It's only at like 11%, 8%. It goes to 10%. But like, we usually use them on the PlayStation 3. This is our first time using it on the Xbox. And we've never had a problem where it just straight up just cuts off like this.
Yeah.
It's never done this before. So, that's not boding well, I would say. Which sucks. Because
let me try this.
If I make my voice go higher, maybe it'll work better.
No, please don't.
I can't even do it anymore.
Let me try this. Properties.
I didn't even get to tell my rat shit story. Rat shite.
Alright.
What just happened?
I reset the connection on the OBS software.
I don't know what that means, but I noticed that there's a screen there.
Yeah, it works now. So it's under properties here, and which device it pulls from, because maybe there was some sort of hitch. Hi,
Howdy.
Ong. I keep wanting to call you Ang.
I keep wanting to say Oolong just because I'm not reading it.
Oolong, the last tea bender.
Well, that sounds.
Hey, welcome in. We
delicious
just fixed the stream. Don't worry.
Yeah, we were having some technical difficulties due to technological
things being difficult. Yeah.
Now we're back.
We are back with Dragon Age Origins. We're just gonna try to kiss Morgan and see what happens.
Yes. I'm just curious what else you gotta do.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
I want to be slapped.
Yeah, if you don't slap me or kick me in the nuts, I'll be very disappointed in you, madam.
What's this? 'Tis a rather odd discussion.
What's the discussion?
In so closely.
Humor me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's humor you desire. I didn't realize comedy had anything to do with this.
No, if you do it wrong.
How true. Let us do it right, then.
Wow. No, you need to slap me.
Really? It's that easy?
For nothing? Sevron, don't watch! Morgan approves. Alright. Morgan's into it.
Oh, I didn't know that was so... That'd be so easy.
It's a little refreshing. That's a little refreshing after all the...
Well, then why are men so fucking complicated in Dragon Age?
Yeah, they're all like...
Cheese and rice.
Like, no, you looked at that other person wrong and you didn't pick up the item in the corner.
Are all the other women in Dragon Age 2 this easy? Like, I mean, I'm just trying to figure out, because I don't know. Like, we haven't played any of the games, like, trying any of the women yet or anything. But so far with us playing it, I mean, Finners is a wet blanket, and Anders is very needy. And it's like, in this one, actually, Techron isn't that hard, but we're also using a guide.
Yeah, we're using a guide because we don't want to mess it up.
And so, but it's like, I mean, you saw where we were with Morgan. Like, she was completely indifferent. We're like, hey, kiss me. Okay.
Well, she makes fun of you a little bit first.
But still, she just fucking kisses you.
I mean, she's been...
Why hasn't the option just come up with fucking Techron? It's like, hey, fuck me. Okay. Why don't we get that option with the guy? Why does it have to be so complicated with the guy?
We can still try.
But an option has not come up with Techron. Not a single option has come up with him, the person who we like the most, to make a move on him.
What is your desire?
I want to have sex with you, Techron. That is my desire.
I want to discuss something personal.
Oh, this should be good. What would you like to discuss?
Oh, well, there it is. But see, now I'm afraid that we're gonna get denied.
But we have the guide, because I think we can still talk to him about stuff.
Well then, okay, I want to talk to him because
here you can see that we are in a relationship with him because we have the
we totally are. Well, why would we end it? Fuck that shit. I mean, but it's like, what the fuck? I just feel like that's absolute bullshit at this point, because it's like we put forth zero effort. Well, I mean, we have been talking to Morgan. We've been talking to everyone. It's just Sten's an asshole. But it's like...
Again, Morgan just sort of... She's lived in the wilderness her entire life. She just sort of wants to see some people and have fun.
You say that, but it's like... I bet if we go to, like, anybody... Is there even anybody else? Can't you even... I feel like the other chick, I don't know if you can even, like... I feel like she's probably celibate or something. And she looks drugged out. I don't trust her. I don't want her in my party. I know this is your game, but I don't like her. I don't know why anybody would want to be with her. Is there anybody else in the party? I can't remember anybody in this game right
Alistair.
now. Oh, right, him. Well, I mean, I'm guessing he only swings one way.
And Barbari.
He's a dog.
Yes.
And as much as we would love to sleep with our dog...
No, not really.
Yeah, no. He's cute, but not like that. I don't know. I'm having mixed feelings right now. I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, I know it's kind of like, at the same time, like you said, oh, it's refreshing. Like, oh, finally, we don't have to find your forgotten story past and search all over the fucking dungeons and pick up dragon shit and travel the world and find your sister and your brother and your mother and kill Denarius and then try to make you so goddamn happy because there's got my tattoos and I'm so angry and anxious. I'm not wearing any shoes. And then maybe I will express a tiny smile at you. Maybe. And then meanwhile you just go up to a chick, let's kiss! I mean, like, what the fuck? Why are men so much more complicated in this game? Probably because it was written by a man. Like maybe the men think that men are complicated, or maybe men relationships are complicated. You know, I would imagine they probably are, because it's a lot more than, you know, female and male. You know, this is a bromance. You know, think about it. You're too busy reading, but think about it for a minute. You know, these are two bro elves. You know, they've been through a lot. You know, not together, but in their lives. They know what they've been through. They know where they've come from. You know, they've seen similar shit. They've been discriminated against. You know, they got the exact same hairstyle, so they're probably mistaken for each other all the time. And you know, they need time to talk things out and try to understand each other.
So at this point,
I'm being ignored again, and that's okay. But I'll let Yelian talk.
I was just looking at if we can actually sleep with him at this point, and I think we can.
But
we can also just talk to him about his sexuality, I guess. With have you always been? So let's talk first.
Have you always been a furry?
Why did it? The page just reloaded on me. Romantic conversations. He can turn you down, but it's only if he's like has a specific criteria that I don't understand. So I guess
you look too much like me. It won't work out.
Have you always been
intrigued by tight leather clothing?
Amongst other things. Let me see. This conversation is entirely different if you play as a man.
Of course.
Yeah. So we're freestyling it. Here we go. Amongst other things. I think it's a good answer.
I grew up amongst Antivan whores, men and women both. My introduction to the subject of sex was, shall we say, rather practical. My only rule regarding sex is that it be done well. It's a certain open-mindedness that the Crows seek in their recruits, for very good reasons.
What reasons are those? I think. I don't know.
Just pick that one.
I have had to do many things in my work as an assassin. Some pleasant and many not so. The Crows recruit elven assassins because we are considered beautiful by humans.
Except for the fucking
I'm sure you
bald
can
ones.
imagine the rest. I cannot change my past, obviously. You are a most intriguing man, but if what I represent makes you uncomfortable, well, it would be better for both of us to know that now, yes?
Doesn't bother me.
Doesn't bother me. Yeah, I think that's the best one.
No, I didn't expect it would. You've a bit of an open mind yourself, no? Ah, enough talk of the past. As my tutor used to say, keep your eyes to the rear in the ambush and the bedchamber, and not otherwise. Ah, words to live by.
That's pretty good. What are you barking at?
Stuff.
Barking at stuff.
See, I don't want to try yet.
Yeah,
because
it's like a little early, but it does seem like you can keep doing it and you get +1 every time.
Keep doing what?
Sleeping with them in your tent.
Oh.
So apparently sometimes like it can trigger a cutscene eventually, or randomly maybe you get a cutscene. But we can wait a bit too. I'm sure that's fine.
You know what I was about to say? I was like, why is Tekron in the top left corner of your screen? And I realized that
It's
was you.
me! I'm much paler than he is.
Uh-huh.
And I have white hair, not yellow.
Yeah.
Look, we're way different.
Totally.
We're so different.
Uh-huh.
We are not at all long-lost twins or something.
Yeah, that won't be creepy in bed.
No, not at all.
Anyway, let's go pretend to do a mission for a few minutes before we get bored.
Okay, let's go.
Or, I guess, see what the plot might be, because I don't remember.
Who do we want to bring?
Our boyfriend.
Our boyfriend?
Yes.
Virgin Cheese.
Yes.
Our girlfriend.
Yeah, Morgan.
Indeed.
She's just so dramatic every time.
I'm still a little disappointed in her. I want it to be slapped.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
Cause I mean that's fucking creepy. Like if some guy just walks up to you and goes,
Yes, hello, can I help you?
I mean, obviously it's a little different because we've been married for like 4 or 5 years or something like that. I don't know.
I don't even
but
know.
If you're just at work and then one of your coworkers that you work with just comes up to you and it's just like this close to your face and you're like, "Can I help you? I'm going to kiss you now." No, you're not. I mean, I work with you. I do see you every day, but right now, in terms of how much I care for you, let's see. This is the love meter. You're here. I don't love you. See all this space between here and here? I don't love you. I don't even like you. I don't even remember your name. So don't kiss me.
Well, clearly it's just our elven charms that are working. Okay, so we can either go see the dwarves.
Let's go see the dwarves. I think that's where his last item might be, maybe? I feel like that's where it might be.
Okay. Then
maybe.
Let's see the dwarves before we go to Denerim or to the tower. Because we still have to go to the circle and call on the mages, and we still have to go to Denerim and find out the last clue about the sacred ashes. But going to Denerim, I feel like, is very dangerous because that's where what's-his-face is, and he's trying to kill us. I mean, everyone's kind of trying to kill us.
Who's what's-his-face? Oh, the guy from the beginning.
Yeah, the guy who's now the king or something.
Something. I don't remember.
We are streaming it! Hi, Silver Kiss!
Oh, howdy! Yeah, you almost missed us again.
Hi, Silver Kiss.
You keep cutting it very, very close, my friend. Just assume that, you're going to miss us, so just come an hour earlier. That's usually the best time to come in. Because you keep cutting it very, very close.
So what all has happened? I did sum all of it up earlier, but let me try.
You missed the 40-minute recap where I went to go get coffee and she spoke, and then we lost connection for about 15 minutes where I was just talking about God knows what, and then we got our connection back, and then we flirted with Tekron, and then we kissed Morgan, and then I got angry because she didn't slap us even though we don't like her.
Okay, so this playthrough, we are a city elf from Denerim from the Alienage, a male city elf rogue from Denerim.
We look like Tekron.
We do accidentally look very similar to Zevron. We have his same hairstyle, and we have the same armor because we're both rogues. The first thing we did on the playthrough, like, obviously, we went to Ostagar, and we did all of that stuff, and everyone died, and we have Alistair, and then we went to the Korkari Wilds, and we got Morgan, and then we went to Redcliffe, and we saved the kid, but Lady Soul sacrificed herself so we could use her blood for the ritual.
Which didn't make any sense, but we found out that in our Dragon Age 2 playthrough that she actually didn't, apparently.
Yeah, that was weird. So that happened there, and then we went to the Brazilian forest and the Dalish camp in the Brazilian forest, and we went into the forest, and we gave the thing to the tree, and we met the hermit guy who's like an old magister or whatever, who's now crazy, and we did accidentally kill him. we're doing so great too, like trading stuff and playing his riddle game, and then we touched his stuff and he got very angry at us.
We?
Yeah.
It's all you, dude.
No, we as in me and Alistair and Morrigan. And then we went to the Brazilian ruins, and we met the werewolves, and we fought a few werewolves, and we talked to the werewolves, and we freed the elven mage thing that was in rock or whatever, a little stone thingy. They kept his blood and his soul in a stone. We freed him, and the Dalish the Dalish elder came, and we fought him, and then he decided to break the curse and sacrifice himself, so everyone got better again. And his first took over the tribe. So now
I didn't like him because he was bald.
And we did that, and then we went to the camp, and we flirted with Severon, and Sten was growling at our dog, and they were barking at each other and bonding in general. And now we're here. Oh yeah, we let Sten out of a cage.
That chick sung a song, which was awkward and made us uncomfortable.
Liliana sung a really weird song.
Like, we didn't even want her to talk to us, and then she just decided, I'm going to sing you a song, and stare at the fucking nothing. And then look into your eyes and keep singing, and we're like, okay, anyway. We're gonna back away now.
We're gonna go to Frostback Mountains and see some dwarves. So we have recruited the elves. We have not yet recruited the dwarfs or the mages. I think that's what we have left after this. And the Sacred Ashes. We gotta get the Sacred Ashes of Andraste. But we're saving that for a little bit later. Oh yeah, we know about the Dragon Age Keep now, but...
We do now, but we didn't know before we had...
Yeah.
Like I said, I wish you were here in the very beginning.
Sire, I have more news.
We're all kinds of fucked up.
Yes. Well, it seems that the fighting has gone exactly as you...
I would like to know what you intend to accomplish, Father. Instead of each other?
The nobility shall be brought into line and then the Darkspawn defeated. This is no true blight, Anora. Only Kaelin's vanity demanded it be so.
Beg pardon, sire. But blight or no, we may not have the manpower to face the Darkspawn soon.
Kaelin approached your legions for support, did he?
Who's
Kaelin?
Marek and I drove those bastards out! Not roll out the welcome for them now.
We need help.
The one who looks like Anders.
Yes.
Ferelden will stand on its own. I will lead it through this.
Oh, we're having a blast.
You must have faith in me.
Yeah, we just did everything out of order.
We fucked up.
Kaelin's death was his own doing.
But we're replaying this. We're probably going to replay Dragon Age 2. And before we get into Inquisition, we're going to have all the save states on the Dragon Age Keep. So that our Inquisition game will be true to both our Origin and our Dragon Age 2 game.
Which will still be a clusterfuck. Because I'm going to be playing Inquisition. Listen. Oh wait, this isn't my game, right? You're the rogue.
That's what I was gonna do anyway.
No, are you sure you didn't want to just run out there and kill them?
Yeah, that's the most roguey thing.
Stuff your face at camp. For now, watch the bloody road.
Let's run out there and kill him.
Or I could just leave.
But we've been looking at the road for hours. No travelers all day.
Will one of you pay attention?
I'll just fall asleep if I leave him to it, or like start fighting.
Oi! Who's there?
Ah, damn it. They saw me.
Very well.
I don't remember how to talk.
Yeah, it's been about 2 weeks since she's last played.
I was like, keep looking at the... I'm just looking at the
Keep looking at this?
Yeah, I keep looking at that, and it's like a little delayed and a little too small.
Why don't you look at that? We have 3 screens set up, and she's choosing to look at the one screen that's delayed. for some reason. And the smallest screen, mind you. So, yes. And that stalls on top of that.
Yeah, he's probably picking up in the stream, and I'm sorry, I don't know how to fix it. It's something that the Elgato... Oh my gosh, he's all the way back here. Just get him.
There's two back there. No.
As you said.
No.
Yes. You have forced my hand!
I think that's all of them, yes?
I think so.
We won? We did? Yay!
Yay! That was
Yay!
cute. That was actually cute.
Yay! We did it! Oh my god, this game is so awkward.
Be useful.
Probably not, because knowing how we're supposed to, but we're very impatient, and right now we're
very poor.
We're impatient and we're poor. So right now we're at $13, and the one that we need is $40. So if we get through all of this and probably Awakening.
I'm done.
And if we still haven't made the goal, we'll probably just end up getting the basic one and then just get the DLC.
And get the DLCs as we go?
Yeah. Because I am jonesing for Iron Bull like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, and
like,
as far as
really
task is
bad.
finished.
As far as I know, the only DLC that's really vital for the story is the Trespasser DLC.
Stop looking at the screen. It's
No.
delayed. Stop looking at the screen.
I'm gonna...
It's like you're annoying me that you're looking at the
Well, I'm looking at
delayed.
the chat.
You don't have to
It is some
stare
kind of
at the
trap.
question after you've read it.
What if I'm looking at it for reference?
You I love you.
I love you too.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
I can't disappear this way, it's too far away.
What?
I couldn't I was trying to fade out of screen, but like I have to go so far to disappear off of screen.
Yeah, I don't have to go anywhere. There.
This is it. No, where'd
It's
my
the Eli
husband go?
show.
More foes approach!
He hasn't even seen us yet. Chill out.
Yeah, let's all yell to get his attention.
It is some kind of trap.
Yeah, I see the traps. It's fine.
How come they don't set off the trap?
Yeah,
I think that's bull.
Yes. You just stepped over it. Like I know that there's a string there.
I want Anders.
Well, you will get to Awakening.
Yeah, but I want him in this game. I feel like
As you
Anders and Techron get along so
Yeah.
well. Now
Oh,
I
think so.
ship them too.
I think they will.
What is that? A trap?
Hang on.
I don't think you can when you're already in combat.
Yeah.
Very well. Will be done. Yes.
Yeah, I really think the music in this game is better than 2.
Yeah, it's really good.
I mean, 2 was cool too. 2 was cool as well. But I think I like 1 a little bit more.
I'm so turned around. Which way am I going?
I don't know. You're all bloody though.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay, so I think this is the way I want to go.
So that's why it's called the Twisted Path.
It is twisted. Here we go.
But aren't you leaving now?
Yeah, but I need
Oh,
to
you
get
were
that.
ambushed.
Mhm.
Ah, potato salad. See, I forgot that happens.
Yeah.
See,
Random encounters.
I can't keep track. Huh. I spaced for 3 seconds. I don't even remember where you're going, what you're doing, where you're supposed to be. We've been up since like 4 a.m.
You've been up since 4.
Well, I've been up since 4, but you've been up since like 6, but you
Yeah.
also been at work.
Severos leveling up.
Go, Tekron. He's so cute.
I'm gonna let you do whatever you want to, baby.
Mwah.
Death root.
I said deep throat. Deep throat.
Hello.
Oh, no. Okay. I like that you ran up to them like preparing to talk, like, hello, friends. Oh, no. Ow. Your boyfriend is fine. And so is Virgin Phoenix. Okay, well, he's okay, I think.
I do not remember how to game. Alright, Morgan's also leveling up.
The big wheel thing.
Yeah, the
I don't
wheel.
remember. I don't remember. There was a point where I was proficient at this game. Well, I'm still only good with mages, not with anything else.
Which is strange. Because you're usually a warrior. Can I go this way, or do I have to go down the path? It's down the path.
Oh, now I miss Anders. That means you get to interact with him, but you have to be nice to him. I don't care about anybody else.
Oh,
you have to romance Anders, and by romance I mean be best bro buds.
Yeah, you can romance
We're going to get to enter Orzammar? I don't believe they allow non-dwarves within.
That's alright, we're Grey Wardens now. You're a Grey Warden, and you're a Grey Warden, and I already know about you, Alistair.
You gotta bromance him. Okay.
Okay.
Is that a watermelon?
I don't know.
Or just...
It's very shiny for a watermelon.
Shiny, polygonal
Maybe it's
rocks.
a cabbage.
That's not a cabbage. Is that an aardvark? Armadillo?
I don't know.
What are we looking at?
How are we
here?
supposed to live like this? I have buyers waiting.
A pig?
I've never seen an elf down here before.
Thank you.
I've never seen an elf down here before.
We're not brothers.
We just happen to have the same hairstyle.
I paid a ransom for a trade permit. They can't do this.
So they've blocked up Orzammar so people can't get in, I guess.
Just grab one of those pigs.
I think they're pigs.
Mmm.
And garlics.
Actually, no. I don't want to eat the pig. If that's fruit, though, I want to eat that fruit. Yes and no. Since I'm gonna be the one playing Inquisition, I'm going after Iron Bull, but at the same time, my life's complicated. Because I'm stuck between, do I want to go after Iron Bull, or do I want to be Iron Bull and go after Dorian?
They're both pretty.
But ironically, I hate Dorian. I know nothing about him, but I can tell that I hate him. I really want to...
You don't know.
Trust me, I hate him.
You don't
I want to slap that stupid mustache thing off his face and that little thing right here. I want to slap that off his face. Yeah. And then I kind of, like, I really hate his face. I haven't really heard his voice very much, but I hate it. And I hate his stupid undercut.
Better trading in red.
And I hate his clothes.
You don't hate him, you love him.
And I hate his staff.
Can I interest you in something?
And,
I've got the finest selection of previously owned armor and weaponry this side of Val Royeaux.
And because I hate him, I can't tell whether... no, Dorian is Satan. And,
you don't know that. You know nothing.
I hate him. But when I look at Bull, I get that torn feeling, because when I look at him, it's like, oh my gosh, I just want to grab onto those horns and just kind of like, you know, just I want to shine them and like literally shine them.
Why pay for the nose for new equipment when you can buy
I also
it
want to like
new?
rub his pecs, but I also want those pecs. But I also want to change his pants. I really hate his pants.
Here and there. Look,
his pants
that's
are
really
very
not
stupid.
important. The important thing is
they need to be tighter.
Cheap.
Or just not wear
just as
pants.
good as
I don't
what
know
you'd
why they
find
put
at
him
a
in pants
smithy.
at all. Just take the pants off, man. They're not doing anything for you.
And remember, everything's covered.
He's beautiful.
By
and then he has an
Farron's
eye patch, which is like a huge thing for me. Like any man in an eye patch, Big Boss, Venom Snake, any of the snakes really. Even Solidus is okay. So yeah, since I'm playing it, I'm probably going to be split right down the middle. It depends what they say, what they do. Odds are I'll probably just freak out and end up going after Bull. Which I've been warned that it's not easy. But in his case, I don't mind a fucking challenge. I mean, jeez.
Got a Kunari sword?
He's huge.
No, you can't have Kunari's sword.
He's like gigantic.
Well, I'm gonna liberate this Kunari sword from you because you're not allowed to have it.
Like, I mean, he's huge. His horns are beautiful. Like, I thought the artichoke in, in DA2 was beautiful. Like, he was really pretty. But then I saw... It's our dog snoring. But then I saw, Iron Bull, and I was like, fuck Artichoke. He has nothing on the bull. And I was just like, oh my gosh, he is just like
Thank the Maker, my brother and his family made
I'm
it
having
over.
palpitations. Anyway,
next day.
The Darkspawn took Lothering, did they?
Yeah, see, again, I know Dorian's
so,
probably,
since there was no one there to stop them.
Well,
a
it won't be much
fantastic,
longer
bag of beans. But, well, there you go. Dorian is now bag of beans. Now he has a name. He's forever the bag of beans.
They need a king to decide who buys clothes?
I
This
hate
is ridiculous.
I hate Dorian.
So what's the deal with you and him anyway? Dare I ask?
You and who?
Him? Him who? Is this supposed to mean something to me?
You know exactly who I'm talking about. Mr.
Ah.
Let's make kissy faces over
No,
there.
were you watching?
Oh boy.
You are jealous, aren't you? Did I take your favorite Grey Warden away from you?
This is a little awkward,
What?
Alistair.
I'm not jealous. I'm horrified.
Those blushing cheeks of yours tell a different tale.
These blushing cheeks are terrified that you'll suck all the blood out of them once you're finished with him.
If I feel the need to suck on anything of yours, Alistair, you'll be the first to know.
That was so not what I meant.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps we should go and tell him together about
I'm right
your
here,
touching
dudes.
concerns. Perhaps
Guys.
he'll pay more attention to you if you ask nicely.
Uh-huh. I think
I'll
we're done
smooch you,
here.
Alistair. Come here.
Done before you started, in fact.
Come here. Alistair,
Yeah, I
come here.
mean, Alistair, if you want some,
Alistair, come here. Let me smooch you. I'll smooch
you're
you.
also very cute.
I'll literally
What do you
smooch
need?
you right now. He doesn't want to smooch me. He wants to smooch
I'll
more
even
again.
smooch you with blood all over.
Ask away.
I should probably say to you, Silver Kissed. Another one of my many complications that I try to explain to people. Most people don't get. It actually took.
Yeah, it's pretty good, huh?
It took Evil a long time to get it. She was actually very defensive. She's not here, so I could talk about her as if like we're BFFs, but we're not. I don't even know who the fuck she is. I'm just kidding. No, I love her. But she was really defensive in the beginning because I said how much that I hate. Fuck is his name?
Fenris.
Fenris. How much I hated Fenris. The ironic thing is when I say that I hate somebody to that extent, that actually means that I actually really, really like them. Which is why I call him Slappy.
So it's like the school ground version of pulling someone's pigtails?
Yeah, I'm like a bully. So when I say that I want to, slap Dorian's, mustache off his face because he pisses me off and I hate him.
So his pretty face is making you feel feelings.
Yeah, he's so pretty that I hate him.
Because you just want to lick his face.
Yeah, like if he was sitting in front of me in middle school, I would chew the back of my eraser off of my pencil and I would throw it at the back of his head and he would turn around and be like, "What are you doing?" And I'd be like, "Shut up, nerd." That would be my response to him.
And then you blush and you think about it all day.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, if you ever watch Hey Arnold, I'm Helga.
You are.
That's the best way to describe it.
Shrines to people?
Yeah. That's the best way to describe it. And on top of that, that's why I'm making my wife cosplay Dorian. It's because that's my way of having contact with Dorian.
Mm-hmm.
So I could be like, I hate you, Dorian, and then like proceed to make out with him. Because I have problems.
Issues. 1 or 2 or more issues.
Yeah.
Just a few issues.
And then, even though, like, the video I did by myself as Fenris, but that's also why I make her cosplay Fenris. Because I hate Fenris. So, again, that's the weird trend here, is things that I hate in 80% of the cases, especially if I don't shut up about it, it actually means that I love them. So, I don't know anything about Dorian.
But he's pretty.
But he's beautiful and I love him. Not as much as Iron Bull. But, again, Iron Bull I want to be. Dorian I want to do. Okay, anyway, Dragon Age. In the actual game, is that how you win him? I have no idea. I don't know anything about him. All I know is that I want to slap his mustache off his face.
We already talked about this? I think we already talked about this, dude. He won't even smooch you, Alistair.
What went poof?
Did
he go poof?
I think his shield came back now. He's got like a magic... Morgan always throws like a magic shield on him or something, I think. Or it might be one of his Templar skills.
I like that you guys turned away from each other at the same time.
It might be one of his Templar skills. He gets glowy when we're in battle, and it lasts for a while. And then whenever you're like in a cutscene, it stops, and then it comes back.
Why can't we just kiss Tekron? Why do we have to have homosex? Why can't we
I'm
just...
sure we can kiss him
Why
eventually.
can't we just have... What do you mean eventually? Why do we have to have sex? They're just assuming that because we're two homosexual elves that as men we have to have sex.
No, I think it has more to do with the fact that Severon is in fact, or was in fact, a prostitute. And maybe isn't necessarily looking for a romance at this time.
Don't put words in my mouth.
I'm just thinking that might be the case.
Well, you know what, Tekron, you're worth more than that. And we love you not for what you can do in bed, but for what you can do in heart.
And also bed.
In heart.
The bed part helps.
Heart. Freddie Prinze Jr. Why does that sound familiar?
As an actor.
Yeah, but who is he?
Oh. You wish to talk to me?
Who's Freddie Prinze Jr.
Truly,
again? I'm drawing a blank.
Well armed to notice a lowly merchant.
Well, yeah, but I feel like I should know who that is. I'm really bad with people who are like probably popular.
Someone has to. Trade with other races can dry up.
Jog my memory.
These are Orzammar to cast. The assembly says we've turned our back on the stone, but they still use the goods we bring. Hypocrites. Maybe it'll change by the time my children are grown. Twice
and
a year,
an update for you guys
I'm
on
confined to a trade
Slappy.
stall in the Commons, but I see
She
enough.
said she just put on
closed in.
Slappy's parts, and now she's figuring out how to glue them on right now.
Nice.
So
and that is live cosplay update.
Live cosplay update from Slappy. Why can't I remember Freddie Prinze? It sounds really familiar. I mean, big actor still doesn't mean Bo Diddley to me. I mean, unless if it's... I don't know.
He's,
best known for...
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Didn't see it.
She Saw That.
Didn't see it.
Scooby-Doo.
Didn't see it.
She's married to Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Is that the Buffy the Vampire
Yes.
Slayer? Okay, was he in Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
I don't believe so.
Then that's not relevant. I know who Buffy the Vampire Slayer is. Is she the voice of Iron Bull? Because that'd be pretty sweet.
That would be sweet.
Bow, no, no, no. No, 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 no. Sorry. Like I said, like, celebrities don't register much to me. I'm more excited
two
about...
2 episodes of Bones. He's one of the voices
Don't watch it.
Mass Effect.
Haven't played it yet.
He was in 1 episode of Psych.
Okay.
He was in 24 episodes of 24.
Didn't watch it.
And then 1 episode of George Lopez.
So, in other words...
1 episode of Friends. 1 episode of Frasier.
Buttercup. Sweetheart.
Yeah.
You can stop.
Nah.
Point is, I don't know who Freddie Prinze Jr. is.
You'll recognize his face, I think. Maybe.
I don't think so.
Maybe not.
It doesn't matter.
No.
I don't. I'm sorry.
Nothing.
I'm not saying that he's not great at making Bull sexy, but I mean, Bull could just as well not even talk, and he still would have been fantastic. If anything, that probably would have made him better. I prefer men who don't say anything. Never saw it. Sorry. I didn't watch those kinds of movies. I watched, you know...
What did you watch?
Star Wars. Lord of the Rings.
Best of luck to you.
Was he in Lord of the Rings?
He was not in the Lord of the Rings.
Star Wars. Is he in Star Wars?
I don't know. I wasn't in Star Wars.
How about Lord of the Rings?
No. Not in Lord of the Rings either.
Star Wars?
will not suffer the delay of his appointed messenger.
Lord of the Rings.
This land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or Lord. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
Star Wars Rebels? What's Star Wars Rebels?
That's a show. Because there's an animated show.
There's Star Wars Clone Wars. I watched that one. I don't know Star Wars Rebels.
They hide because they are dwarves.
I would challenge any race to fare as well. Our king is dead. Endrunai Dukan returned to the Stone not 3 weeks ago.
A lot of kings.
The Assembly has gone
now.
through a dozen votes without agreeing on a
suspicious.
successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
Wait, who are you to speak for Ferelden?
Yeah.
You're no
I'm
messenger to
Warden,
Loghain, that's for certain.
Thank the ancestors.
The Wardens killed King Cailan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn
fight.
enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the royal seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it.
Oh, I mean,
Warden, you may pass.
There's definitely people
You're
like
letting in a
celebrities,
traitor
you know,
and a foreigner?
celebrities who have done like
In the name
voices.
of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
Don't call me a stain.
Even though you're covered in blood.
I am covered in blood.
I'm not doubting that.
I'll see if I can intimidate him. I don't think I can.
You.
Oh, it worked.
King Loghain
I
will
did
see
a rogue
you
thing.
quartered.
I used my charismas.
You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey
I just
Warden.
keep thinking of your.
Though I don't know what
little,
help you will find.
Sorcerer being more intimidating than my half-orc. I'm not doubting that his voice is not going to be great. Like, the reason why I say I don't really know celebrities is, one, because I don't, but mainly because the status of the person or whoever they were or whoever they are means nothing compared to how their voice is on the character. You could be nobody, but if your voice resonates with the character, that's all I care about. You know what I mean? So it's like, if they say, oh, they got, give me somebody who's really popular right now. I can't even do that because I don't know. I don't watch movies. Who's somebody who's like the greatest thing in the world right now?
People like Chris Hemsworth.
Who's Chris Hemsworth?
Thor.
Okay, Chris Hemsworth. Apparently he's Thor.
I think. Is that the Chris?
Okay, let's pretend he's Thor. I don't know. I haven't. The last story we watched was the
Your
second.
arrival is a mixed blessing.
And I think it was a bootleg
We
copy.
prefer that outsiders not witness our infighting.
Let's say he
Your
was playing the
presence
voice
will be
of.
tolerated.
I don't know. The next main character in Dragon Age 4. I don't care. I mean, like, oh, it's gonna be the voice of Thor playing the main character. If he went in there and he sounded like ass, I would say he sounded like ass. I wouldn't be hyped up to play the next Dragon Age 4 because Chris Hemsworth is the voice of the main guy, you know?
So like the Shadowless Angels games where they have the actual voice actors?
Yeah, exactly. They sounded terrible. You know, it's like just because it has a celebrity's voice on it doesn't change whether or not it's going to be a great game. I think it's really great when they do have like the original actors or something like that.
A thing of beauty,
or if they just happen to do like a great job.
All Orzammar will know
But
Mother,
I think I'm really
I don't
happy
want to
that
be like her.
he apparently did a great job. Would you stop
Don't say
talking
that.
over to
Not
me?
to me,
over
not
me?
to anyone. Now get back to the
Who are
forge.
you? Who is
I
this?
want to see more details.
Yes, Mother.
I don't even know what's happening. But I'm trying to talk to somebody, and you're just walking around talking away.
Well, I'm not talking. They're just talking when I get close to them. I'm just looking at stuff. And everyone's talking.
Point is, Silverkiss, I'm sure he sounds Perfect, and I'm sure Pretty Fritz Jr.
into a most
is
delightful possibility
amazing
for your future.
And
are you dispensing professional advice now?
It simply occurs to me that if, say, Alistair were to become king of Ferelden,
What talents are we talking about now?
one of your talents.
From what I know of the fellow, it seems there would be a fair difference between what he needed and what he cared to make use of.
If Alistair becomes king, it would certainly not be through any brilliance on his part. Whoever puts him there, now there's the one who will need you.
Now that's an interesting thought. You've such a devious mind, my dear. What?
For what purpose? I would sooner stab you in the face than let you touch me, Elf.
And somehow that makes the idea even
Yeah,
more
why
intriguing.
did you not slap me? Or stab me?
see what I mean?
Morgan.
I just have issues with how that happened. I'm just saying. I'm still bothered by it. It's gonna bother me for the rest of the game. Like, my opinion of Morgan went down a tiny bit because of that. I wanted to be slapped.
Or stabbed in the face. That's a good threat.
Like, now we just know she's full of shit. You know? Like, she's talking big, but in the end, she's like, oh, I'll just kiss you. I much rather have a woman stab me in the face than just sit there and talk like they're big game, and then in the end just kiss you because you're a man. Or a woman, I guess, presumably. Anywho. Like Billy Zane. Billy Zane is Ansem. I mean, admittedly, that is never going to be the same. Man, I wish they can get that guy back.
Yeah, Silverkiss. So what happened with Morgan was we noticed that in our conversation options in camp, even though we're like neutral with her,
like slightly below neutral,
we had an option saying to kiss her, and we were like, all right, we're gonna try, but she's totally gonna like hit us
or reject us or something.
And she just didn't. She just kissed us, and it was a little disappointing because I was hoping that she'd.
We were prepared to get slapped in the face. We wanted her to, you know, be like, don't fucking touch me. We have no rapport whatsoever. And instead she's like, oh, okay.
It is the assembly who makes a king.
I'm like, what the fuck?
And a king who
Why would you
nominates
fucking
his
kiss
successor.
us? What?
None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using
I'm
the
fine.
assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew.
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Oh my gosh, dwarves, chill out.
We come at a bad time.
Yeah, they're in the middle of Civil War too. Everyone's Civil Warring right now. Dragon Age Civil War.
Blind idiots. I won't have fighting in the Commons, especially in front of outsiders.
We saw nothing, don't worry about it.
I'll have him in the Legion.
see that. I cannot believe what this city has come to. This would never have happened when Endrin was alive. The city is torn apart. King Endrin is dead, and the Assembly can't decide who takes the throne. Lord Harrowmont or that monster Balin. Lord Harrowmont should be our king. He was King Endrin's closest advisor, the only one he could trust. Endrin himself, ancestors welcome him, asked the Assembly to endorse Harrowmont.
Yeah.
I think that they should fight.
What a terrible
on top
burden
of
for
a
waterfall,
shirtless.
Balin left of 3 fine sons.
With all their
In the
stripped
end,
of all
Endrin
their powers.
himself recognized that Balin cared for
That's
nothing
how
but
everything
power.
should be settled.
It was
between-
Endrin who ordered his
doing
son
it
away
now.
from his
Yeah.
deathbed and embraced Lord Harrowmont as his heir.
You guys look exactly the same.
Everybody knows he killed his brother Trian and let his father's favorite son take the blame. And many question whether Endrin died abed, as we were told, or whether Balin helped him along.
A bed?
A bed, yes.
What does a bed mean? A bed fell on him?
In the bed. In bed.
A bed fell on our father. Who could have done this?
I am Narav Helmi, 3rd daughter of the 2nd matron of House Helmi. And you, stranger, what brings you to Orzammar at such a time?
I should go now.
A blight? Now? But our warriors are killing each other in the streets. Who will lead the battle? How will we survive? Then may the ancestors guide your Harrowmont's support. Talk to Dulin Ferender. You'll find him in Harrowmont's estate. Tell him who you are, and I'm sure he can get you an audience. I should return home until the streets become safe again.
Okay, so this is clearly how this game runs. You get to a place, everyone's fighting, pick a side. You pick a side. Alright, we're gonna help you now, whichever one survives. So we gotta pick between the previous advisor and the son of... the previous king who might have murdered his family.
Put all the rock, I wonder.
I don't know where they put all the rock. I think they built stuff with it.
Maybe they eat it? Oh wait, they're not Gorons.
Vieta, Surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order.
Vieta to you too. The fuck does Vieta mean?
Greetings, probably.
It sounded a little more
See, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes. Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should
So they
toss
have a
Balin and
proving.
Harrowmont in there. Sort this all out
Yeah.
in a hurry.
You go to the proving grounds.
What's a proving? Okay, there's all these words being tossed
Personal
around.
battles
I'm
for
noting
honor and ancestor. I don't expect a surfacer to understand.
So they
If
have a
you must
special
be our
arena to
warden,
fight it out
at
if you
least
gotta
know us.
squabble.
Go to the Shaper of
Oh,
Memories in the
okay.
Shaperate. The true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
Alright, why don't they just go to the proving?
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. Us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate. Surfacers appoint no paragons? Truly, you're lost in all that sky. They are the best of us, declared living ancestors. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter. Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the Assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over Beaumont. Is one so different? No paragons here. Yes, you should.
Bayla fluffing her bed.
She's fluffing her bed.
Alright, so we got the two different people who are warring for the throne. I'm gonna guess that we're gonna have to have... Orzammar needs to have a king before they can decide to help us fight the Blight. So we gotta pick a king.
Ancestors guard my son, for he is lost in darkness. Mothers keep him safe.
Are you
for you know
praying
what
to
it
the
is
lava god? Is there a lava god?
Lady Dwarf. Well, they're not gods, they're paragons.
Oh, whatever. God.
Ancestors.
I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone. My name is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking the ancestors to accept his soul. It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them. The captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by Darkspawn that way. You're asking what I would pay for your services? I have little money since my husband died. But wait, I saved his shield, the masterpiece my husband Smith. I was saving it for Ruck's return. If someone were to find my son or his body, they can have the shield with my blessing. How? There is no way except to brave the Deep Roads yourself. So you could do it. Only wardens face the Deep Roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Don't get your hopes up. We could search the Deep Roads for decades with no sight of the boy.
Please, find me as soon as you return.
I will return in 10 years. Alright. So that's a possible side quest then.
Possible.
Possible, yes. Nothing over here? No. Fake doors? Okay.
And actually, we should probably wrap it up soon.
Yeah.
Because this is looks like it's going to be a huge one.
Charming.
What? Oh, we must be near a bar, pub, something.
Yeah.
Maker's blessing on you, brother.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you look as if you come from the surface. I thought perhaps you were raised in the way of the Chantry. I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light.
What's that going for
Even in the very bowels of the earth, we hear no end of this chant.
And that is something to rejoice in, good sister. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in
I'm sure
Orzammar.
that's going well for you.
The Shaperate controls changes in Orzammar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting. The Shaper of Memories controls the Shaperate, Orzammar's record system. Like the Chantry's historians, but more thorough. They track the births and lineage of every dwarf born in the city, every property sale, death in battle, marriage, or divorce.
Yeah, you'd probably do better than I would.
Never mind. The Shaper of Memories has refused me so far. I thought perhaps with another advocate, well, if you have a change of heart, let me know.
I'll see, why didn't you ask that outright? Why are you assuming I could read your mind? I think that was your first mistake, sir. Like, do people just stand around and wait for you to...
That go, I sure could.
Yeah, it's kind of like children. Yeah, like, because children do that. And that's really annoying to me.
Yeah.
Like, I go out of my way to ignore people who do that.
Can I help you?
Because I won't do that. You know, why can't they just come to me and say, hey man, I'm trying to open up a chantry?
Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down.
But then
Make
I
them
also
think we should open the gates for good.
So,
the more
if you have a
cracks in the
clipboard,
old
I will
way, the
probably
better.
cross the street.
That's what Balin stands for. Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not. Just as many say Harrowmont. Neither are paragons, and the scales being equal, I go with the promise of more trade.
Can't find ore without splitting some stone. My investments are solid, I'll be fine. The Assembly has done us a favor. They've shown just how loose the sand is under our feet. It opens people to change. Orzammar will decide what we can or can't be. Blight may be imminent on the surface, but our warriors are well seasoned against dark spawn. There will be topsiders left for trade. There's no end to you. I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he has anything. Oh, he's got a bunch of good stuff. Gold earrings. Oh no! Wait, what? I have no milk. Hang on, let me sell some stuff so I can buy these gifts.
For people you're not going to give them to?
Well, I still want to buy them because it's like you can only buy them in the one place where they are. And I don't know what I need yet. I'm gonna assume that most of everything that I don't have on me I can get rid of.
I am falling asleep.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
Like, violently so. Do not eat, like, 4 pounds of Chinese food, and then try to stream.
To buy something, I hope.
Let me just get these
I want that surface wealth coming back to us, Balin's ascension willing. I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
But that makes it interesting which dwarf we should choose.
How about the one that doesn't sound like a Nazi?
We don't know which one that is yet.
The one that's probably not going to be yelling and brandishing an axe at you.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's a little violent.
I usually go for that one.
The one that's not
trying to kill me.
Yeah.
That's usually how I vote for most things, actually. The one who's not trying to kill me. It's usually pretty straightforward in some cases.
I'm sure there are usually better options, yes. Alright, I think we can go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah, that was an interesting stream.
With a few technical difficulties that we somehow sorted out.
Just barely.
Yes.
But hopefully next time will be better.
Yeah, because it won't be 2 weeks since we played the game last, maybe.
Yeah.
And I'll be a little more into, like, working it and remembering what's going on.
And today was definitely a weird day. Like, our schedule was kind of disrupted by several different things. And again, we've been up since 4 a.m. So, yeah. I am sleepy.
Sleepy. We're back Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday at 5 p.m.
5 p.m. PST.
Pacific Substandard Terranium.
Yes, that's the one.
In which we will be continuing this game.
Yeah.
Because now I just want to see Anders again.
Yeah, we got a little while to get to eventually.
I want to see Anders. I miss him very much. But thank you guys for coming out. Thank you particularly.
Thank you, Silverkiss.
Because I know now I'm just getting like updates from Evil trying to slap on Slappy. But hopefully they'll be here next time.
Yes.
We appreciate you guys coming out. Sorry again about the weird technical difficulties and El Gato being El Asshole. But maybe next time we'll hit up Techron. We'll see. I don't know, because I want to get all his stuff. I want to be like at 100% because
it's like
I don't want. I mean, yes, I do just want to sleep with him, but I want him to love us. I don't want him to think that we're just like using him.
Yeah, no, we have to make him love us.
Yeah, we have to make him love us. Make him love us.
You gotta.
So you guys have a wonderful evening. I really want to go to bed. It must be like 10:30, right?
No.
Nope, it's 8 o'clock.
It's 8.
So, good night. I'm so sleepy.